spent all those years in New England avoiding attention at every step. He tried to say the least possible in press conferences, and now he needs splash attention because he needs to put himself back on the map in college football.
What is up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. We got to get into Bill Belichick as he's been showing his ass in the media as of late. Him and his 24-year-old girlfriend, apparently. We're going to get into whether this is strategic marketing or is this just Bill Belichick letting his hair down, not giving a you-know-what. This is completely out of Bill Belichick's character, in my opinion. Him and his girlfriend, I think her name is like Jordan or something like that. You guys let me know in the comment section. I didn't care too much to research. But I do know she's a 24-year-old. She doesn't necessarily look 24 years old to me. She looks a little bit older than 24 years old. It's just probably what Bill Belichick likes the most about her is not only her age, but she actually does look more mature than what her age says. Now, the first time Bill Belichick made the headlines was, I believe this was right before the Tom Brady's like roast or something like that, or somewhere afterwards. I don't know when this picture was taken, but you guys see here, Bill Belichick, man, he got the rings on, all of his Super Bowl rings, and the lovely Mrs., the young, stunning girlfriend, has on a ring as well. Now, guys, mind you, Bill Belichick has pretty much been shadow banned from the NFL. No team really wanted Bill Belichick, so in my opinion, I think this is why you're getting this somewhat immature version of Bill Belichick, right? You guys heard his whole career with the Patriots, hard to deal with in the media. He was tough on his players, even the greatest player of all time, Tom Brady. Now, notice after Tom Brady moved on, he went on to win the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the following year, and the Patriots and the dynasty diminished and crumbled, and it is no longer of existence. I think that Bill Belichick is saying F you to the NFL. I think that he's a bit bitter because he was not selected as a head coach. Apparently, he needs to go back into the time machine and be able to adapt to this new NIL movement, the way players are now in today's generation. And I believe that's why Bill Belichick is letting his hair down. You know, I don't know if he was ever married or divorced or whatever, but typically when you are a super rich guy, let's be honest, a girl of this nature would not go for Bill Belichick if he wasn't Bill Belichick. That's first. But typically, you guys, you're going to want to go younger. You see it from the Jeff Bezos, the super rich billionaires, Michael Jordan. I mean, nobody's going to necessarily want to stick with something older. I mean, come on, that's just the name of the game. And if they do stick with it, they have to want to stick with it, like with any marriage, right? I don't want to offend anybody out there. If you are married to somebody and it's been a fabulous marriage, keep doing what you're doing. But guys like Bill Belichick, who typically go rogue, you don't necessarily know his personality. You don't necessarily know what he's thinking. I think that this is all out of anger, and I think that she's bringing energy and excitement to him. Now, ideally, I don't think a guy that's trying to go on to recruit college kids, you are the Bill Belichick. I mean, she could have at least been 34. You know, you're 72 years old. I think 34 is reasonable. I think 24 is a bit young. But you know what? Hey, this is Bill's preference, and he doesn't owe any of us any explanation. Now, this is where things, to me, in my opinion, start to take a bit of a turn. And you even see it here. Bill Belichick. Oh, my God. Bill Belichick out here living his best life. This young whippersnapper, as they call them, these young whippersnappers, she's not going to release the claws out of Bill Belichick. We don't know what this young lady is doing to Bill Belichick. It's kind of like when a divorced woman or a woman, she sees the guy on the beach. You know, he's in his prime. He got the six pack, the muscles, the pecs and stuff jumping. You know, she's probably going to want something young too. So it's not like it's not out of human nature to want things that are young. But seeing this side of Bill Belichick is quite humorous, in my opinion. This guy, Bill Belichick, was always cold as the night. So to see him out on the beach acting like he's some type of gymnast or some type of, I don't know what free-spirited Bill Belichick version is, but I am actually here for it. Bill Belichick trying to get his groove back. But this is where, in my opinion, things kind of start to take a bit of a drastic turn. But Bill Belichick here, thank you for the email. I am including Jordan. I knew her name was Jordan or something like that. on this email so she can also keep up with our postings. Can you include her on anything you send me? Thank you. Wow. Belichick, man. Hey, this chick doing some things to you that you probably haven't experienced ever or probably in a long time. This 24-year-old has Bill Belichick eating out of the palm of her hand. I mean, you would think at a prestige school like North Carolina, I don't know if he's trying to do this to keep up or to try to, give off to the rest of the football players in the program that he's young, he's hip, he's trying to change his reputation. I don't know, but I think this, is a bit too much. But Skip Bayless also has an interesting take that I feel like probably sums it all up.
It was news to you when we first discussed this that he's now the head coach in college football at North Carolina, University of North Carolina.
No, now I know, yes.
Okay, so now he's playing.
Yo, Skip Bayless and Ernestine look just alike. I mean, wow.
A different game because now you have to actually recruit 18-year-olds, 17 and 18-year-olds to play college football for maybe 3 or 4 years for you. So there's no draft of players.
Yeah.
So it's a very different world that he's trying to crash because he's being paid a lot of money and the people in charge at Carolina are going to want immediate results. So he's actually playing to the 18-year-old crowd with a 24-year-old girlfriend.
Playing to the 18-year-old crowd with a 24-year-old girlfriend. I mean, I guess. But ideally, to me, that isn't the best look. We got to be fair here because if this was Deion Sanders, okay? If this was Deion Sanders, we all know how this will be going. And I'm a guy that criticizes Deion Sanders heavily. And if I'm a father and my son is going to play for the great Bill Belichick, I'm probably side-eyeing like this situation. Is this the best program for my son? Knowing that the head coach is head over heels over somebody who is roughly around the same age as my son, I don't know. And then you got these football players, you bringing this young lady around, these things can go sideways, could be all kind of love triangles. And what I'm saying is I don't know if that's probably the best business for, a kid or someone who's trying to, get to the next level. But, only time will tell. At the end of the day, though, we still got to give this time because this is the great Bill Belichick. I mean, if he's able to successfully take UNC, to the top, then all this means nothing. Seriously, I mean, all this means nothing. The guy, Bill Belichick, he knows how to win. He's going to grind these guys, and he's going to make them better. He's going to develop some type of program that literally aligns with how the NFL is and have these players better prepared. But this is also unfamiliar territory. I don't ever recall a time that Bill Belichick was a college football head coach.
As if to say to the kids out there, especially the males out there, old Bill's still got it.
Oh, I don't think
he's still got his fastball.
I totally think that's not going to help him. I don't think some 18-year-old guy is going to look and say, oh, look at he's dating this girl and she's got a low-cut blouse on and she's hot. So I'm now going to go with him. I think they would look at him and they would laugh.
You would think so, Ernestine. But if you look carefully, Bill Belichick, alongside with your husband, Skip Bayless, they've adapted this new mindset. They want to be hip. They want to be down with the culture. You see Skip Bayless wearing the drip Bayless or whatever the chain is Lil Wayne gave him. He likes to look like this is what the crowd's going to want. This is what the algorithm is going to want. This is how I can attract a younger crowd. And I believe this is the same thing here. It may not be something very big to you, but to me, I feel like Bill Belichick going out here looking like some type of rapper, like he's down with NWA with all of his rings on and giving, the young, hot, fun new toy one of his rings is kind of like a flex, because let's be honest, the culture is contagious, right? It makes all these guys want to be hip. You see more and more coaches don't want to dress up anymore. They kind of want to wear like the jogger look. They got some type of chain on. They got some type of fitted shirt on. I mean, you guys just look at modern day sports compared to how sports were back in the day. And I just feel like it's a culture shift. That's all it is. And maybe Skip Bayless is on to something because he's a part of it, right? He was on his last leg on Undisputed trying to wear Jordans, still wears Jordans with his suits. It's because it's just a new thing, guys. And I think Bill Belichick is catching wind of this, and he's realizing, hey, it's kind of fun.
He spent all those years in New England avoiding attention at every step. He tried to say the least possible in press conferences, and now he needs splash attention because he needs to put himself back on the map in college football.
Exactly. I believe Skip Bayless here. Skip Bayless knows how the game works. Bill Belichick is desperately trying to hold on to, anything that's going to get him to the top. And if he's going to be able to connect with the best college players, he has to be strategic. He can't come in here with this same mindset. You guys got to act like Tom Brady. These kids getting paid now. They don't got to put up with that shit. They can hit the transfer portal if they feel like you're being too tough on them. And you want to continue to attract the best of the best. So that means that you have to let your guard down. You have to become something that you're really not, or that you never was known for. And I believe that's what Bill Belichick is doing now.
I do. And I also think he knows next to nothing about social media, and she probably knows a whole lot about social media because she promotes herself.
It's not promoting, she's promoting him as a byproduct of her promotion.
So I understand why he would want her copied, because he would want her input on every social media endeavor.
I think he needs to get a new social media manager. I'm sorry.
Well, who's to say she isn't smart? Wouldn't she miss Maine or something?
So that makes her smart.
Well, maybe she knows how to promote herself on social media.
But she's promoting herself.
Maybe she's qualified to do that job. Well, I don't
know. Now, that does help explain exactly why he will probably want Jordan. Is it Jordan or Jordan? Jordan copied in the email, because she is younger. She knows how the algorithms work, I'm assuming. She's obviously in the generation where social media is at its highest right now. And sometimes being tied to somebody is good for your brand too. I mean, we saw it with the Kardashians. You see anybody that they date, their stock goes up, obviously. And that's just and that's literally their blueprint. So it's not out of the realm that Bill Belichick isn't using this to his advantage. How do you guys feel, one, Bill Belichick at 72 years of age dating a 24-year-old, how you feel about her being CC'd in all the emails, and how do you guys feel about the whole look and reputation behind all of this? Let me know in the comment section, guys. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I surely would appreciate it. Also, hit the notification bell so you guys get my future videos, like and share as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.